Welcome to Shrewsbury News, brought to you by thedailyshrewsbury.com.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Corcoran from thedailyshrewsbury.com, and this is your weekly news. The Spirit of Shrewsbury Parade, one of the biggest events of the year, brought the Shrewsbury community together to gather along the route and watch as local groups marched along. While Shrewsbury holds many events throughout the year, the Spirit of Shrewsbury Parade is certainly the largest in terms of participants and draws the biggest crowd to watch from the sidelines. According to one of the Spirit of Shrewsbury organizers, the parade is definitely the biggest event of the year and truly is the highlight of the weekend for most residents. Hundreds of parade participants traveled the route, which went from Beale School all the way down to Oak Middle School, a lengthy route that was filled with people on the sidelines. With the close of the parade, the 14th annual Spirit of Shrewsbury weekend came to a close as well. Be sure to check out the photo gallery for all of the pictures from the parade and see our other photo galleries from all of the other Spirit of Shrewsbury events that took place over the weekend at thedailyshrewsbury.com. At a meeting at the current World War I memorial that stands in front of the Beale School on Monday morning, U.S. Rep. Jim McGovern agreed to help a group of Shrewsbury veterans and residents who seek to rebuild the decaying memorial. The group has decided to try and complete this project entirely with private donations and is hoping to raise $150,000, a goal which they asked McGovern to help them reach. McGovern agreed to help and plans to begin calling embassies this week to inquire about funds which the group believes countries like France and England may provide for projects such as this. They hope to save the $50,000 from a town account to help provide upkeep for the memorial once it is built and avoid it falling into such disrepair in the future. The plan to replace the decaying memorial began in 2006, but really gained momentum in the spring when the committee met to discuss the concept drawn up by local architect Mike Pagano and to discuss funding. The original monument was built in the 1930s and is made out of bare concrete that is cracking and breaking. According to Pagano, the current concrete is beyond repair. His plans for the new monument would include more permanent materials like gray granite and an 80-foot space between shade trees on the Beale property where the monument could stand. The 8 soldiers' names that are currently carved into the memorial would be carved into the new granite structure. McGovern said the project is definitely doable, citing his experience helping get the Korean War Memorial in Worcester rebuilt, which was a much larger project. Levine of 50 Independence Lane originally sent a letter to the selectmen in June, a week after a rear-end collision injured 2 people and killed a Shrewsbury man at the intersection. The deadly accident was the second major accident at that intersection in a year and a half. The issue raised at the June 14th Board of Selectmen's meeting when the residents of the neighborhood surrounding this intersection sent a letter to selectmen requesting they add a left-hand turn lane to the road, install dangerous intersection road signs, and reduce the speed limit to 45 miles per hour in the area. The report addressed the possibility of changing the speed limit, but traffic counts concluded that the intersection did not justify a signal or a speed limit change based on the data. Selectmen agreed that the other options were not addressed in the report and decided to send it back.
I've been clean 4 years.
56 days.
I've been in long-term recovery for 23 years.
I've been in recovery for 6 months and 11.
I've been in recovery for over 15 years.
Every September, people gather all across the country to celebrate recovery from addiction.
I am so grateful for 19 years of recovery. It's changed my life, changed my children's life.
For information or for events near you, visit recoverymonth.gov. Get involved and join the Voices for Recovery.
From the foundations of art theory and execution, through the techniques of the masters of the craft, this series will take you on a comprehensive trip through the world of art.
And we're back with more of the Shrewsbury news. The Massachusetts text messaging law has gone into effect, making it illegal for drivers to text while driving. Also included in the law, teenagers are forbidden from using cell phones at all while driving. 8 states prohibit the use of handheld cell phone use. 30 states, Washington, D.C., and Guam have banned texting for all drivers, and 11 of these were enacted this year. While law enforcement agencies maintain that the law will be tough to enact, others argue that statistics with accidents and deaths where cell phone use or texting is a factor is too significant to ignore. In serious crashes, police will be able to subpoena phone records from cell phone companies. However, police are unable to pull a driver over simply for suspecting he or she is texting. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 6,000 deaths and 500,000 injuries each year can be blamed on car accidents where drivers were distracted. For a first offense, use could face a 60-day license suspension as well as fines and a driver's license retesting. Adults could get a $100 fine on the first offense, a $250 on the second, and $500 or more on following offenses. Take our poll on thedailyshrewsbury.com and tell us if you plan to comply with the new law. Despite teams continuing to survey trees around town, no additional cases of the Asian longhorn beetle infestation have been found in Shrewsbury. The last time infested trees were found in Shrewsbury was in August, when surveyors found 3 trees in the Route 70 area, making a total of 5 locations and 12 trees in Shrewsbury that have been found to be infested with the beetle. The beetle has been detected just over the town line in Worcester, Boylston, and West Boylston, causing the expansion of the regulated area in Worcester County to include the entire town of Boylston and more of Holden. The current Central Massachusetts regulated area has been expanded by 18 square miles, creating a federal and state quarantine zone for the area that is now 94 square miles. But the expansion has had no effect on Shrewsbury. Inspectors working on the Massachusetts Asian Longhorn Beetle Cooperative Eradication Program found additional infested trees in the town of Boylston and the town of Holden last month, forcing the expansion of the regulated boundary. In Worcester County, ground survey crews and tree climbers are continuing their inspections within the city of Worcester and the towns of Holden, West Boylston, Boylston, and Shrewsbury. Residents in the quarantined area may not transport beetles, firewood, lumber, or any infested trees, or those likely to be infested, like maples, birches, elms, and willows. Unemployment in central Massachusetts continued to fall over the past month, with the numbers for Shrewsbury dropping from 8.2% to 7.5%. According to monthly figures compiled by the Office of Labor and Workforce Development, Shrewsbury had 1,279 residents on the unemployment rolls as of the end of August, compared to 1,369 last month. Overall, Massachusetts' unemployment rate has dropped to 8.3% compared to 9.1% in July. I'm Lindsay Corcoran, and this has been your weekly news. To see these stories and much more, visit thedailyshrewsbury.com. Be sure to tune in to SPAC 28 again next Thursday at 7 and 10 p.m. Thanks for watching.